Good morning, everyone. I'm going to adjust. I kind of moved where I'm sitting. I want to make sure you can see the pool okay. So I make a few adjustments there. That's not so bad. Now I can look too. Well, good morning, everyone. We're live from Houston, Texas. Today's Friday, May 11th, and this is show number 20. That's Koyana. She joined us this morning for the show. Tamaya's around here somewhere. Hopefully she'll make an appearance. I have my notes on my phone right here, so if you see me looking down, that's why. Oh, DJ's here. Hi, DJ. Good to see you. Kristen's here. Hi, Kristen. How are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, so I tried a new setup because I discovered I've been doing some research about how to do the best live streams, and apparently it's all about the signal, which isn't a big surprise. But I learned some tricks on how to figure out whether or not my signal is good enough. So hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully you can see me better than you've been able to see me when I've been by the pool in the past. So Koyana's right here with a ball, and it's like, I don't know, Daddy's working. Anyway, it's good to see everybody. Welcome. So yesterday I did get my truck washed, which I was very excited about. I discovered that my tomato plant has lived its full life cycle. Remember I told you yesterday I had my first little harvest, but there are two different types of tomatoes. There's what they call determinate and indeterminate. And indeterminate tend to be like heirloom tomatoes, and they'll grow all season, and they put on fruit all season long. So you get this wave of ripe tomatoes. But I put in an determinate plant, which means it has one life cycle. So apparently it ended yesterday around 2:30 p.m. because I came outside and it's just completely bleh. I mean, it's done. So I'm going to I'm looking at it right there. I'm afraid to move the camera because I know that can mess up the signal. But I'm going to pick all the fruit this afternoon because I think it's done. And then, like we talked about on yesterday's show, if you missed it, if you pick it at the right time, it'll still taste vine ripened. If you want more information about that, catch yesterday's show. If you're just joining us, remember you need to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to know when I go live. If you're watching this in the future, that'll be the best way to get notified, so you can join us live, because it's a lot of fun, isn't it? Those of you that are here live. Kristen says, I like your shirt. Oh, thank you. I'm rocking the plaid. It's my favorite color. I actually threw this shirt, I got it on Amazon, so I have a link to where I got it on my Amazon page, so there's a link to that in the description if you want to check it out. Comes in lots of big sizes, which is good for Drew because I like to be comfortable. I like to wear real light cotton shirts here because it's summertime all year round here, and that makes it more comfortable. So anyway, on my attack plan today, I have to do some windows, and it's cycled around to the home office and the laundry room, which are the easiest windows. They're smaller, and there's only a couple of them, so I'm very happy about that. I only have a couple windows. And I have to do the car wash today. There's a dog in the water. I can hear her splashing. I just can't see her. Tamaya's basking in the sun. Oh, there she is. She got her ball. She's gonna jump in. That's the natural wildlife of Houston, Texas. They just come and play in my pool. It's actually funny because when I'm out here at sunset, all the pigeons in the neighborhood think that this is their watering hole. So it's me and these dogs trying to throw the ball, and pigeons that are dodging it the entire time. So anyway, yeah, so that's, oh, and I woke up this morning. I have this little routine I like to do in the morning. I like to come outside and I like to watch the sun come up because my house is north-south, so I have a really nice view of just the sun coming up, and if there's, clouds, they can turn color. I can't see the horizon because I'm in a neighborhood, but so this morning I came out to watch the sun come up and realized that the pool filter should have been running by now, and it wasn't. So I went through the whole routine of checking it, and I think the filter's dead. The pump. It's a hashtag, it's always something, isn't it? So I contacted the gentleman that services the pool equipment for me. So hopefully you can get out today. Otherwise, you know, the pool's going to get real dirty real fast. And I can't use the hot tub, which is sad for me. Because when I come out to watch the sunrise with my coffee, I like to sit in the hot tub. It's a lovely way to start the day. Just peaceful, quiet, gather my thoughts, set my intentions for the day. And I want to continue doing that. So I have to get that done. And let's see. Oh, Captain Teresa asked a question recently. She wanted to know how to get grease stains out of a polyester raincoat. And that's a really good question, because oftentimes if we get grease stains in polyester especially, and then we wash the garment, it seems like it sets the stain. But if you haven't set the stain yet, this has been what I do that works the best for me. I like to use dishwashing liquid, because that's meant to cut grease, right? So if you get that on your on the stain and you really rub it in well and give it time, those grease cutting dishwashing liquids have enzymes in them, and they need time to work. So you need to get that in there with, maybe use a soft brush into the fibers and let it work for a while. Then throw it in the wash with laundry detergent, which again has another set of enzymes that should take the stain out. What's really important though is you need to use warm water, because a grease stain needs to have the warmth to melt. If you use cold water, it might set the stain in a way that doesn't make it come out right away. Now here's the tricky part, is maybe you found that stain after you've washed your garment, this raincoat for example, and it seems like the stain is set. You can reactivate grease stains by taking a little bit of WD-40, which is that stuff you spray on anything that sticks or squeaks, to like lubricate hinges, you know, squeaky hinges. If you squirt a little bit of the WD-40 onto that grease, it'll reactivate the stain. And then go back through the process of a laundry detergent or a dishwashing detergent, let it rest, laundry detergent. That really might be your best bet to getting that stain out. If you're worried about the WD-40 step in the process, check it like on the inside, do like a little a test to make sure it doesn't affect the fabric. The good thing about polyester is that, being a man-made fiber, it tends to be color fast and stains come out of it a little bit easier than out of a porous cotton, for example. So Captain Teresa, thank you for that great question. I hope it helps. Please report back on whether or not you got that stain out, and if you need more guidance, maybe we can find the next level of stain removal for polyester, and we'll help you out. You know, there's commercial grade stain removers. When I was a teenager, my mom was a cook at a diner, and you know, she had polyester work smocks, and they would get stained, and she would take them to the dry cleaner, the local dry cleaner, because they had commercial grade stain removers. So every, like once a month, she would take them in to have the stains all removed, and they did a great job. So you might want to look into that option also. Oh, Woolen Hook's here. Hi. Well, the Woolen Hook, remember, is Cheryl. Cheryl of Taco A Go-Go fame. Cheryl and the rest of you, I did some research on how to get a better connection when you're live streaming, and I think I figured some stuff out. So next time we're talking to Cheryl about her life journey with minimalism. I'm hoping that the signal is strong and beautiful. Until then, you know, boogie on over to the Woolen Hook Facebook page, and you can follow along on Cheryl's journey there. Good to see you, Cheryl. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, and then also I have to go get the car washed. I do this every 2 weeks, and Thursday is the truck and Friday is the car. And as I suspected, the truck wasn't as dirty as it was after not being washed for several months. So it came out really, really clean. So I have high hopes for the car too. I don't know what I was thinking. I got a black car. I thought I looked like James Bond in it. But dark cars show the dust and the pollen and the dirt so well. My friend back in college got a white car up in Michigan, in Grand Rapids where I went to school. And I thought, a white car, are you crazy? It's going to always look dirty. And she went, that's a mistake. Lighter cars look cleaner longer. And boy, howdy, she was right. So I need to get in and get that car washed again. I got a car duster so that I could dust it every day. That lasted for like 2 weeks. It's just, once you forget, you got to get the car washed again before you can do it. Okay, I'm looking here. Oh, look. Oh, Leslie's here. Hi, Leslie. I'm so glad you showed up. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. This is Koyana. Tamaya is over there, but she's just sunning herself. I'm going to take a chance, put my phone down, and I'm going to try turning the camera because she's right in front of my container garden. So you can get a good look at that and also look at Tamaya sunning herself. I'm going to do it real slowly so that the signal doesn't freak out. Let's see if I can see it. Yep, there's Tamaya. So you can see, I was talking about the can you see my finger? I can't see because that second one from the right there, it might be from the left on your screen, that's the tomato. And it literally gave up the ghost at 2:30 p.m. yesterday. And then I have some herbs, and then that Spiller Thriller Filler planter I did in my video, and then I have an eggplant, a bay leaf tree, and then some cucumbers on a trellis with just some filler flowers in it. And oh, and all the way on the one end, that's my new tangerine tree, which is covered in little green tangerines about the size of, I'd say, a small grape. They still have some time before they ripen. But now you got to see Tamaya too. Turn it back around. There we go. Anyway, so those are my container gardens. This is the first year I've really embraced vegetables in the container garden. I have a spot in the courtyard which we're going to get to if it ever rains. That's where I plan to sit. And I've always planted vegetables in that because I thought for some reason in my head, despite everything I've ever heard, that if they were in the ground they would do better because maybe they would the roots would stay cooler or something. But what I discovered is if a plant is stressed, let's say you accidentally put it where it's too much sun or not enough sun, you can't move it if it's in the ground. So I'm trying the container garden thing this year. Like that tomato plant's, you know, it lived its life cycle. It's time to pick all the fruit, but now I can clean that container out and plant something that's a little more summery. I kind of like that too. What's nice about that spot, it's in the full sun because it's morning, but by I don't know, 1 or 2 this afternoon, that's in the full shade. So with the harsh summers we have in Houston, I might have better luck with the vegetables. I'm so distracted by the doggies. Oh, Ruthie's Crafting Corner's here. Hi, Ruthie's Crafting Corner. You're in Florida, right? I think you said? Yeah, when you have long summers, it's always about getting the sun but dodging the sun later in the afternoon so that otherwise the plants can't rest and they cook, for lack of better words. Anyway, okay, well that's it for today. I don't see any questions here. It's so nice to see you. Hopefully that video from Tacos A Go-Go will clear up for you. I don't have high hopes at this point. I looked at it again this morning. It's just gobbledygook bloop. So Cheryl, Woolen Hook, if you're still here, we might have to have that conversation again. Hey, maybe you could come over to the studio. Cheryl could come over to the studio sometime. We could do the show from here where I have a super strong signal, and then we could go out for breakfast afterwards or lunch. That sounds like fun too. Okay, you know, just because you're in charge of your house does not mean you have to do everything. Quit doing everything. Automate and delegate whenever possible. Remember, I linked to my Amazon page where I got this shirt if you want to check it out. And say it with me, no matter what life throws at me, I have the power to make today a fantastic day. Okay, thanks guys. Love you. We'll see you on Monday morning, same time. Have a wonderful weekend. Go outside. Quit doing chores on the weekend. Bye.